the results are there. Why do you think you won?
I think generally people feel the council is doing quite a good job and that I've done an okay job as well. So that's really pleasing to hear.
Yep. The other two candidates, Maxwell Clark and Kit Mailing, got a significant amount of votes. Does that tell you anything?
Yep, it doesn't surprise me with Max because he was standing on the anti-dam ticket, and I know that that is probably the biggest issue in our election, and it'll be the biggest issue for us going forward. And there is significant concern about the funding of the dam. So that actually I think is quite reflective in the result. And also with Kit did a lot of work in this election campaign. He's worked really hard to try and say there needs to be a change and that he would step up to the mark and be mayor. So it doesn't surprise me that he did as well as he did either. So all credit to them both.
And some new councillors on board for this term?
Yes, I've just got to digest what those changes are. But there is change, and some of it's surprising. Surprising that Brian Ensor was not supported in Golden Bay, but good to see Sue Brown is there and coming back with Paul. And Motueka, a change there. Barry Dowler, very effective councillor. So that's actually quite close at the moment, and that's within the margin with the rest of the votes being counted. There could be a change, but that's the reality in Motueka.
Now that you've secured the vote and you're back there for term number 4, what's the very first thing?
Well, I think the first thing for me will be connecting with all councillors, so with the existing councillors and with new councillors. So with new councillors, I'll be looking at finding out from them what are their particular interests, what's their focus that they would like to have, because I think it's really important that we can line up people's areas of activity with their strengths as much as we can, and do that also with the existing councillors who are returning. But there is quite a lot of change compared to what we have had for the last couple of elections, so it'll be really important for me to gather the council and get us off on a good start.
And longer term, the big challenges for the next 3 years?
Well, I think there are several challenges. One is we've had a lot of focus on keeping rates increases down and reducing debt. We've been actually very effective with both. So the challenge will be to stay that course and not to spend more. And that's what I'm committed to doing. But the other big challenge will be getting an effective and fair funding model for the Waimea Community Dam, and just working through all the issues that there are to work through with that before we go out to consultation in about just under a year's time with the community.
Pretty nerve-wracking 24 hours, I'd imagine. So how are you going to celebrate?
More than 24 hours, actually.
Yeah.
The election campaigns are a nerve-wracking time, and there's just a lot that's going on in addition to the still continuing with the mayoral roles. But we'll celebrate with family and friends this afternoon and just look forward to having an enjoyable time with them prior to kicking underway next week.